Hi, second graders. We're going to do a directed drawing today, just like we normally do in class. I've got my paper set up here on the fridge for you to see. All you're going to need to start this art project is a piece of paper and a pencil. I'm going to use a marker just so it's easier for you guys to see it over on the paper. So just follow along step by step. If you need to pause at any time to fix something or start over, go ahead. First thing you're going to need to do to get started on your drawing, we're going to start at the bottom of the page here. And we're going to draw two straight lines up. They're going to look like this. Straight from the bottom, up like that, okay? And then on top of that, we're going to draw lines that are going to go across the page the other way. They're going to go pretty close to the edge. So I'm going to go all the way out. Mine weren't quite connected, so I'm going to fix those. And then we're going to turn it into a rectangle here. All the way across, not quite touching the edge of the page, but pretty close. Okay. Then we're going to draw another almost rectangle. It's going to go pretty close to the top of your page. So you're going to take two straight lines and they're going to go up quite a ways, but not quite to the top. So there's the first one. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Try to make them about the same height. Okay. So it should look like that so far. And then on top of that, we're going to make kind of a triangle. So it's going to go pretty close to the edge of the page and it's going to touch the top of those that we just drew, and it's going to get connected up at the tippy top of your page there. So we're going to draw up and it's going to go back down to this side. I didn't quite touch it, so I'm going to fix that line. Okay. And then after that, we're going to kind of go the same shape. We're just going to make it bigger. You can probably start to tell what I might be drawing now. Some of you might be guessing by now. You got something in mind? Do you think it's a birdhouse? Because if so, you're correct. We are finishing the roof right now of the birdhouse. So it's going to go all the way up. And it's going to get connected back down to this side. Okay, so connect and close the roof. So we've got kind of our frame for our birdhouse set up, and this is the perch that the birdhouse kind of sits on, right? And then we have to draw the holes that the birds can go inside the birdhouse. So I'm going to draw two of them. If yours is smaller than mine, you can just draw one big circle. If you use bigger paper and your birdhouse is taller, you can use 3 circles. I'm going to stick with 2 for mine because that looks like what will fit. So I'm going to draw 1 circle, just like that. And then another circle right below it, kind of like stoplight circles there. Okay, so now we've got the 2 holes inside the birdhouse where the birds can go inside. And then we need the little perch that the birds sometimes sit or rest on. So little perches, it kind of looks like a baseball bat when you're done with it. So it's going to look a little something like this. So I'm going to draw a little circle here. And then I'm going to connect that little circle to that. And that's where we're going to put the little bird that is going to sit on the birdhouse. Okay. Somewhere at the bottom of the paper, just like we do when we're in class, we're going to write our names down there. So I'm going to write by Mrs. Adamich. If you have room up here in the corners, you're welcome to add a sun or something else or some clouds if you like to. Move my magnet out of the way. I'm going to draw the sun kind of in the corner of my paper here. So that's where I've got space for it. So you can do it like that, little diagonal. And then you get the little lines for the sun. And go back later and add some color to it. I've got some room on this side as well. So maybe I'll add like a little cloud in the sky. Okay. So there is the completed birdhouse. And now we need to draw a bird that's going to get cut out and glued on this little perch here. So I'm going to get another piece of paper, set my birdhouse down for a second. And now the bird might take a couple tries. The bird is a little bit hard to draw, and you know me, I'm not the best artist, so we're going to try. Try to make it the right size. So if you drew a bigger birdhouse, your bird might be a little bit bigger than mine. Just remember, the bird is going to sit on this little perch here. Also remember, it's going to get cut out. So if you draw it really tiny, it's going to be hard to cut it out and get all the pieces so you can glue it down. So to draw the bird, you're going to start by drawing the belly or the bottom part. So it's going to be kind of like a little half circle, kind of like this. Okay, so that's the bottom, the belly of the bird. I'm going to add his little feet. So here's one leg, and then I'm going to draw the little feet that go off of it. Remember, like I said, you're cutting this out, so don't make the legs too small or you're not going to be able to cut them out very well. Draw my other one. Another leg. And the little feet. Okay, kind of like that. Okay, so I can move this a little bit closer for you. There you go. Okay, so now that I've got that part done, I'm gonna work on drawing the beak next. Okay, so the beak's gonna go on this part. I'm kind of looking at my example. So my beak's gonna go, right? See the little triangles that are pointing forward for your beak? And then you're gonna draw the top of the head. Kind of like that. Okay. And then you're gonna draw the feathers. And now you can do the feathers however you want to do the feathers. You can draw more feathers, you can draw less feathers. I'm just gonna draw them kind of tall, like they're sticking up. They're gonna look kind of like this. So like a wing or the feathers, and it's gonna get connected to the bottom part that we drew first. So there are little wing feathers or tail feathers that are on our bird. And then I'm gonna add the eye. And I'm gonna color that in. And the bird is complete. Might be kind of fun to do the bird on colorful paper, white paper's fine, then you're gonna go back and color it. There's a little close-up of your bird. So the next thing you're gonna want to do is color your bird if it's on white paper, and then you're gonna wanna cut the bird out. And then the birdhouse can also get colored. There's my completed birdhouse, right? It can get colored, it can get painted. You can use crayon, marker, whatever you have at home. Okay, I have mine that I made last year. We used paint. We did color the background with crayon, and there is the completed birdhouse from before. It's a little bit bigger because I had bigger paper, but just use whatever paper you've got. If you want to send me a picture when you are done with your birdhouse, I would love to see your artwork. Have fun. I miss you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.